Welcome to the Explainer. Sometimes the oldest stories have the most to teach us. Today, we're jumping into one of those. A timeless tale about a wise philosopher who walks into a village completely torn apart by an ancient fight. And trust me, it's a powerful lesson about how letting go of the past can literally change everything. And really, this whole idea is summed up perfectly by the man himself, Confucius. He said, "The past cannot be changed, but the future is within our control." Think about that. It's so simple, right? We can't go back and rewrite history, but we absolutely hold the pen for what happens next. And that's going to be a huge theme today. All right, so let's set the scene. We're going way back to the ancient Chinese kingdom of Lu. This is where our main character, the famous philosopher Confucius, lived. Now, his whole deal was teaching about things like ethics and morality, but his number one focus? Social harmony. The idea that we all do better, that our communities thrive when we figure out how to live together in peace. So, yeah, his entire life's work was basically helping people and communities find that balance, that mutual respect. But, as you can probably guess, that mission was about to face its biggest test yet. So Confucius is on his travels, and he stumbles upon this one particular village, and it is the complete opposite of everything he preaches. I mean, forget peace and harmony. This place is in total turmoil. It's just bubbling with anger and constant fighting. You could just feel it in the air, It was tense, hostile, and the reason for all this? A long-standing feud. Now, that's a word we hear a lot, but what does it really mean in a situation like this? Right, so a feud isn't just some argument you have and then get over. No way. This is a deep, serious conflict that just keeps going and going. We're talking years, even generations. And in this village, it was like a poison that had seeped into everything and everyone. So an old woman comes up to Confucius and basically lays it all out for him. She tells him that at the very heart of all this misery are two families, the Zhangs and the Wangs. For generations, they've been passing down their anger and resentment like a toxic family heirloom. And this endless cycle, it's just brought sorrow to absolutely everyone involved. Confucius, being the wise guy he is, knew he couldn't just treat the symptoms. He had to get to the root of the problem. So he asks the woman a simple question. How did all this even start? And her answer? Well, it changes everything. Get this, it all started decades ago over a piece of land. Something real, something tangible, just a simple dispute. But over the years, something really strange and really important happened to that original reason for the fight. The grudge itself? Oh, that was passed down just fine from parents to their kids. But the actual reason for the grudge, that got lost along the way. It just faded into what we call obscurity. Let's break that word down for a second. And there it is. That's the heart of the problem. These families are fighting with so much passion. Their lives are filled with this anger, but they don't even know why anymore. The why is gone, but the hate is still there, running on fumes. It's pretty wild when you think about it, right? How we can get so trapped by the past, just continuing a fight because that's what we've always done. Okay, so now Confucius sees the whole picture. He gets it, and he knows exactly what he needs to do. He asks the woman to gather everyone, and I mean everyone, both families, all the villagers, right in the middle of the village square. It is time for a serious talk. So he stands there in front of all of them and just starts talking. He reminds them of all the things they seem to have forgotten, harmony, compassion, and the incredible power of forgiveness. He basically holds up a mirror to show them how much pain all their anger has been causing. And then he zeroes in. He looks right at the leaders of the Zhang and Wang families and asks this one simple, direct question. It's a question designed to make them stop and really think about the feud they've been carrying for so long. And here's the kicker. Their answer is honest, and it is the turning point of this whole story. They actually admit they don't remember why they're enemies. Just imagine that. In that one moment of truth, that single admission, the whole pointless conflict just crumbles, and a door to a totally new future swings wide open. So Confucius doesn't just leave it there. He gives them a roadmap, a clear path to peace. Step 1, acknowledge the truth. Just say it out loud. The original reason is gone. Step 2, let go of the grudge. I mean, why keep suffering for a reason you can't even remember? It makes no sense. Step 3, he tells them they have to choose to reconcile. It's an active choice to make things right and set a better example for the next generation. And finally, step 4, start building a future of peace. Create a new legacy, one based on working together, not fighting. And with that, the leaders shake hands, and you can just feel the whole village start to heal. It's an amazing ending, but the story doesn't just stop there. It offers a lesson that is honestly just as important for all of us right now. So what are the big takeaways for us? Well, first, there's the incredible power of forgiveness. It's the only thing that can really break a cycle of hate. Then there's the value of just letting go, not getting stuck fighting a battle just because it's always been fought. And maybe most importantly, it shows us that when we focus on what we have in common, our shared humanity, instead of old fights, our communities, our world, can actually thrive. And that brings us to the end. We've taken this ancient piece of wisdom and brought it right here to today. Because this story, it's not just about some village long ago, right? It's kind of like a mirror. It's asking us to look at our own communities, our own lives. And it leaves us with this one big question to chew on. What steps can we take right now to build a little more harmony and find a little more peace in our own world?